Guys, good morning.
Morning.
So, I'm now here with, you know who?
Ako, Anas Pakachan.
Hako, Venture Boys. Ay, yung mga titas dyan, shout out. Alam ko malamang, alam nyo dahil panahon natin nung high school to.
Yup.
Yeah. So, we're a fan of the Intro Boys. Ano ba yung mga kanta ng famous yet? Line in Heaven.
Line to Heaven.
Line to Heaven.
Di na ako aasa pa.
Yes.
Kailanman.
Yes.
Will I Survive? Calling All Nations.
Oh, diba?
Lullaby. Maynila.
Yes.
At saka, madami ko eh.
Oo, marami yan. Pag narinig niyo yan, paparinig natin sa inyo yung album niya. Nasa
Nasa
Spotify.
Oy,
Yes.
Jinx.
Nasa Spotify. Anyway, magtataka kayo bakit kami magkasama today. It's because previously, years back, pandemic times, we were able to do a live podcast streaming
Yeah.
online. So, hindi pa kami nagmi-meet.
And promise natin to eh. Di ba
Yes,
na?
na kapag pumunta ako rito, magmi-meet kami,
Yup.
which is actually is happening right now, di ba? So, hindi natin palalagpasin, budulin ng chika.
Time out ha. Munti ka na niya palagpasin.
Oo nga.
Kasi sinabi niya mukhang hindi na tayo magkikita.
Oo nga.
Sabi ko bakit? Kasi ang layo mo 50. Di, sabi mo 50, 60 miles
Yeah.
away.
I saw nga.
Ang point
layo.
ko, ano yung point ko sa'yo? Ang point ko sa kanya guys was 60 miles is still better than 7,000 miles.
Sa bagay. Tama nga naman. Di ba?
Yep.
Well, anyway, natupad din. O, di ba? Nangyari din. Because my brother and sisters actually, they're in work. So, ngayon,
Oh.
he was kind enough
To
to
pick
pick me up and we'll do the podcast. O, di ba? So, Peto, hindi niya alam, na-interviewin ko siya. Budol to, guys, budol.
Okay.
Anyway, I have some questions here na
Na hindi ko pa nakikita.
Yes, hindi niya nakikita to. So, alam naman natin lahat na sikat na sikat si Paco way back in our country sa Philippines. Nung mga panahon na high school ako, panay nanonood ako ng kanyang mga band and concert. And of course, nag-artista din yan. Huwag ka, di ba?
Oo ka. Alam ko lang ko.
Yes. So, pero, nagtataka ang lahat. Bakit nga naman nandito siya sa California, 'di ba? So, my first question, I only have 8 questions.
Sige.
Nag-prepare si Inday 'di ba? Para naman maganda yung makuha ninyong chika
Correct.
from Paco, 'di ba? At perfect yung timing namin kasi talagang private 'di ba? Nasa kotse ka.
Kami lang ka nandito.
Oh, at saka wag ka, nakatest na siya, 'di ba? First question, okay? Bakit mo iniwan ang kasikatan sa Pilipinas para dito sa Amerika?
Good question. Nagkaroon ng time
Mhm.
nung naging matumal ang bata.
Mhm.
From big stadiums na uso sina Paulo Santos, sina
Yeah.
Jimmy Bondoc, Noy Volate. All of a sudden, nauso yung acoustic.
Oh yeah. Oo.
Nung sila yung sumikat, ang mga bandang katulad namin, napunta na lang sa mga bar.
Yes.
Yung mga Campo, Soundstage, swerte ka na, Fashion Cafe, mga ganon, di ba? And naisip ko, okay, ano mangyayari sa amin dito? Because bata ka,
Mhm.
like I was in my late 20s ng time na yun.
Okay.
Tapos nag-millennium. And then, naisip ko na, wala na kaming lahat. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Nagkaroon ako ng opportunity to come to the States on a mistake.
Mhm.
Akala ko, magtatrabaho ako sa DreamWorks Records.
Oh.
Akala ko.
mo. DreamWorks is the
Yung kay Steven Spielberg.
Oh yeah, 'di ba?
Meron silang record division.
Oh, hindi na pala movies.
Yeah.
You know,
Total-
pati music
total
din.
one.
Yeah.
So pagdating ko rito sa States, July 2,
Mhm.
oh my God, nalaman namin July 3 na hindi pala ako pwede mag-work kung wala akong work permit.
Permit. Oh.
Ang problema, i-announce ko na
Sa lahat.
sa Pilipinas on TV
Talaga?
na may opportunity ako maganda
Dito.
sa States.
Oo. Okay.
Sabi ko, shoot, paano na to? So the following day was July 4. Oh my God, ang ganda ng interview na to ha, because
Yeah.
today is
yeah.
July 2 in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
Yes. So, yun yung araw ba na
Yun yung araw na umalis ako.
ng Pilipinas?
Oo.
Oh, perfect, guys. Meaningful pa rin yung interview natin ngayon. Yeah, yeah.
I left the Philippines July
And that was?
2, 2001.
2001.
25 years ago.
Kagraduate ko lang yun sa school.
My God, dito. Oh my God. So, July 4,
Mhm.
4th of July, andun ako sa bahay ng pinsan ko sa Lakewood, California. Pinom ako ng beer. Kaya memorable sa akin yung Tecate ng beer dahil doon siya first time nakita. And then sabi ng pinsan ko, bukas, Thursday, sumama ka sa akin at makikilala kita sa boss ko. Kaya lang kargador ang under the table.
Under the table pa
Kaya mo ba? Sabi ko, game. So, Thursday, nagpunta ako noon. Oh my God! Sabi ko, anong gagawin ko? Buhati mo yung mga galon ng developer kasi beauty warehouse.
Oh.
So, may mga galon ng developer, ng mga hair colors. Bubuhatin ko yun.
Yeah.
So, jet lag
So,
ako.
hard labor talaga din.
Walang forklift. Una-una, bawal ako mag-drive ng forklift dahil
Wala kang, kailangan mo
Wala.
na license doon.
hindi, pero wala akong
The
training.
training, yeah.
Wala kahit na ano, first day. So, mano-mano yun, di ba?
Hindi mo akalain na ganun pala ang kahantungan mo pagdating mo dito.
Lunch break, sabi sa'yo. Yung mga one pound ng cotton, malalaki yun. Kuha ako ng pader. Doon sa bodega.
Ah.
At lang ako. Tapos makikita ko, umiyak talaga ako. Iyak talaga ako talaga.
O talaga. O kasi parang, di mo inaakalang ganun pala kahantungan
Kasi
mo.
naglalaban yung uuwi ba ako.
Oo, magsistay ka.
Or magsistay ako pero kailangan lunukin ko yung pride ko at tanggapin ko na
Panindigan mo dito.
paninindigan ko to, di ba?
Yeah.
Alam mo, it took me like a good 1 minute. And
Yeah.
then sabi ko, you know what? This is my life.
Yeah.
And so pagkatapos ko umiyak, pinunasan ko luha ko. Pagbaba ko, sabi ng boss ko,
Oh.
"O ano, tapos ka na? Pilipino ha?
Talaga.
Iniyak mo na?"
Ah,
Oo, boss.
alam na niya mangyayari ah. Okay.
Sabi niya, hindi ka nag-iisa, bye. Kasi ano siya, Bisaya. Hindi ka nag-iisa, bye. Sige na, buhati mo na yan.
Ang game na. So,
Tapos Thursday yon.
oh,
After that, sabi niya, ano, balik ka ba bukas? Nakakiti lang ako, sabi niya, pag hindi ka na bumalik bukas, maintindihan kita.
Ah.
I came back.
oh yeah.
And that was the start of my life. So July 5 was the first day of the rest of my life because sabi ko, you know what, hindi ako umuwi sa Pilipinas hanggang hindi ayos.
Oh, that's nice.
That was it.
Yeah. So, talagang nag-commit ka na, Leon.
Yeah.
Okay, that leads me to my second question.
Okay, second question.
So, dahil nga yun nag-commit ka na, ano naman ang pinakamahirap na pinagdaanan mo nung yung mga beginning years mo dito sa US na hindi mo makakalimutan na hanggang ngayon binabalikan mo that made you who you are today?
Yung makikila, kasi ang hirap, ang tutumba sa'yo sa Amerika pag wala kang papel, kapwa Pinoy.
Oh, yeah. Ano?
Ito hindi ko makakalimutan to. So, kasi the late Louie Reyes, she's a singer, a good singer in the Philippines. She was here. She saw me singing sa isang event. And then nilapitan niya ako. Kasi dito, unethical, tatanungin mo kung magkano sweldo.
Yeah.
Or may papel ka ba o wala.
Yes.
Pero nilapitan niya ako sa niya, bakit? Ano status mo?
Oh.
Sabi ko, divorce po, inanong lang. sabi,
Oh.
kasi kahiwalay lang namin ng Geneva nun.
Oo.
Ano status mo? Sabi ko, tourist visa po. Current pa ba yung tourist visa mo?
Oh.
Sabi ko, opo. Gusto ba mag-green card? Opo. Okay, bukas na bukas, kami ni Tito Cesar mo, yung asawa niya. Susunduin ka namin at dadali ka namin kay Attorney Richard Kinjo. At magdala ka ng yellow pad kasi libre ang consultation. That guy, Richard Kinjo, through Miss Louie Reyes, who just passed away, helped me get my green card in a matter of 1 month.
What? Ganun kabilis?
When you're nationally known in your country as an artist, a scientist, or an athlete, at meron kang credentials to prove it, the United States will give you a green card. It's called the EB1 category.
I heard that nga. I heard that. Ang galing ah.
So,
Ganun kabilis?
kabila. So, but I stayed with the beauty warehouse from Cargador, naging inventory manager ako.
Promoted.
From inventory manager, sabi ko sa boss ko, boss, would you I could make you more money if you put me in that air conditioning, give me a cubicle, I'll sell for it.
Mhm.
So naging INT niya ako. Food sales.
Oh, nice.
So, maganda yung standing ko, di ba? But it all started with swallowing my pride. And, going elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
When you're kababayan,
Yeah.
na dati fan mo lang,
Ngayon,
na nagiging barkada mo na.
Yeah.
Tapos, hindi ko makalimutan when I worked for Fry's Electronics.
Okay.
I was in the bathroom. Kasi kahero ako doon.
Uh-huh.
So I was cleaning the bathroom. Kasi 6 hours kang behind the cash register. 1 hour cart run. 30 minutes cart run, 30 minutes. Magbabalik ka ng mga stock sa shelves.
Mhm.
And then, an hour na maglilinis ka naman. So I was cleaning the bathroom. May dalawang Pinoy. Nakita yung name tag ko nakalagay. Ako na sa Pangchaga. Umihi sa sex. Sabi, sige pare, linisin mo yan, ha?
Oh, shucks, talaga? Grabe.
Ganun talaga.
Kapwa Pinoy pa yun, at
So, kahit
grabe
pride,
yun. Oo.
susunod na experience ko na hindi ko makakalimutan. Mahirap is losing your savings during the financial bubble.
Oh, yeah. Oo.
It taught me to invest.
Mhm.
So now looking back at those times, hindi ko na inisip yung perak na wala. Inisip ko na lang na yung perak na wala is my tuition fee for the lesson that I've learned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ganon.
That was here na rin, malamang.
Oo. Kasi 2001 ako tumating.
Siyempre, may dala ka nun.
Wala.
Simula din.
Ang baon ko noon was $100.
Aha.
Kasi nangyari, I married my second wife in the Philippines.
Mhm. Okay.
So, nung wedding namin sa Pilipinas, doon kami kinasal sa bahay ni Mel Chaco.
Mm.
Kaya shoutout kay Tita Mel. Ang sinabi namin, the couple in lieu of gifts, the couple is migrating to the States and
Yeah.
rather than monetary.
Yeah, yeah. Aha.
So, lahat ng perang binigay sa amin, pinabayad namin ang utang natin sa Pilipinas.
Para mag-clear lang lahat.
So, nabayaran na namin lahat, airfare. Ang natira $100.
Grabe, ah.
Yung $100 na meron namin ng ex-wife, stopover sa Hawaii, bumili pa kami ng chicken wings. So, di namin makakalimutan yun. Ang natira na lang sa amin was $76.
Oh my gosh. Traveling na, dalawa pa kayo.
Yes. So, ang storya niya, July nandito, nung na-promote ako to inventory clerk, natuwa sa akin yung boss kong umudyo. Noong September, umuwi ako
Aha.
to marry my ex-wife. Kaya noong September 11 na sa Pilipinas.
Oh, yeah.
And then bumalik kami na October 2 as a couple. So, I had a job making $1,025 a month. And siya nahanapan ko to work for an auto body shop making $1,000 a month.
Oh, nice.
So, combined, we were making $2,025.
Nice.
Pero,
Oh,
So-
pinagdadaanan na. Talaga may story eh. Yun ang napansin ko dito.
yeah, so nung time na yun, from there, ipon. As in, we learned from friends na yumaman. Hindi ko sinasabi yumaman kami, pero
Yeah.
nagpapak na kami.
Yeah.
Pero ang laking dagok nung bubble nga noong 2008. Yung housing bubble.
Mhm.
Sabi ko nga, had I invested in opportunities, protected.
Yeah. At least natuto ka rin humawak kayo ng pera.
Yeah.
Diba?
Ganon.
You wouldn't know how to handle money without even having that kind of experience.
Exactly.
Diba?
Yes.
Diba, hindi naman tayo lahat born with money lahat. Diba? Lahat pinaghirapan. Natuwa sa pera.
But that's to answer your question, kung may dala ako na wala akong dala. Wala
Grabe,
kami.
pero that's $100. Oh my God. Tapos, diba,
Which is maganda story. Pag nakausap mo yung mga ibang immigrant, baon nila $50, $100. Totoo yun.
Totoo nga. Ayun nga, naniniwala ko guys, na lahat dito, we thought na sa Pilipinas, pag nalaman nilang taga-abroad, parang sarap ng buhay nila. Pero actually, behind those whatever they have right now, is a story na talagang maraming pinagdaan.
Ito lang ang masarap. Amerika, kumilos ka to make money. You will make.
Yeah.
Sa Pilipinas,
Kahit kumilos ka.
kahit kumilos ka, hindi ka make.
Yeah, yun lang din. third question.
Other,
Elaborate.
elaborate yung mga
Oo nga, pero maganda nga para series na to eh.
tatrabawin natin si Arlene para i-edit niya.
Oo. Okay, may third question. Do you have any regrets o pagsisisi sa pag-alis mo sa Pilipinas?
No regrets.
No regret.
Kasi leaving the Philippines taught me how to be a better human being. Kung ako nasa Pilipinas, I'd still be in a bubble. I'd still feel entitled. I wouldn't know how to clean my house. Kumbaga, nasanay ako na may driver, may katulong. Sa States, it changed my mindset to the point na the first time I came home to the Philippines after being in the States, nagugulat yung mga katulong dahil ako yung nagliligpit ng liga.
Yeah.
Ako nag-uugas ng pinggan ko.
Oo.
Diba? It changes you eh. So, wala akong regrets. Plus the fact na, I mean, I was able to get my family, when I say family, my kids are
Yeah.
So, I have a good life. Plus, I even brought my band and my friends. So no, I have no regrets.
Nice. Tsaka parang feeling ko, you were really destined here eh. Kasi it was easy for you to get green card as you said before, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang everything was actually provided for.
And you know what? Natuto ako maging grateful because of that. Dahil sa Pilipinas, sanay ka na taas mo lang yung, in my case taas mo lang yung kamay ko, at dyan na.
Yeah.
May assistant ka, may ganito.
Yeah. Marami kang tulong.
Katulong. So,
Oo. Dito, sariling sikap talaga lahat.
yes.
So, ito naman. Ano naman ang pinakamalaking reality check mo sa buhay dito sa Amerika? Bigla, na-realize mo, ganito pala ang buhay sa Amerika. Kasi yun yung mga gustong malaman ng mga Pinoy who is planning to, di ba? They want to live here. Ito yung dream ng mga Pinoy, makarating na Amerika. Kaya yung iba, nag-aasawa no citizen, di ba? Pero ano yung reality check talagang kailangan nilang malaman real talk, di ba? Para din well aware sila.
You have to swallow your pride.
Okay.
Ang Pilipinas kasi may caste system. May mayaman, may hindi ganun kayaman. May minsan mayaman, may mahirap, may sobrang mahirap, may talagang naghihirap. And people at the top tend to look down to people at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yan ang ugaling Pinoy.
Yeah.
Caste system.
Yeah.
Di ba? May mata pobre at
Yeah.
pobre.
Oo.
Sa Amerika, pantay-pantay.
Oh.
Kahit mayaman na mayaman ka, kahit mahirap ka, kung may idea ka, kaya mo kausapin yung taong mayaman. Nangyari yan sa story ng Cheetos. Yung janitor hindi janitor. Basta yung isang trabador ng Cheetos ang naka-invento ng Hot Cheetos.
Okay.
At naipresent yun sa CEO ng
Cheetos.
Oo.
Ng Cheetos.
Yes.
Oh.
At yumaman siya dahil sa Pilipinas hindi pwede gawin yun.
Oo nga.
Pag
Basta
tagamap ka ng sahig.
hindi ka pwede kausapin pinaka-taas.
So having realized that swallowing your pride is important and you being Filipino brown skin means hindi ka talaga susceptible to racism, ang laki ng opportunity ng Pinoy sa Amerika.
Lalo na mga hardworking pa ang mga Pinoy.
Hardworking, hospitable,
Marunong makisama.
affable, matalino,
Yes.
di ba? Mapalangiti,
Mapamaraan.
mapabilidad, di ba?
Mabilidad. Yeah, correct.
Once you establish those things, oh my God, I would encourage people to come to the States because kaya natin, hindi tayo magkakapagigit ako. May mga ibang lahi pupunta sa Amerika at papalitan nila ang kultura ng Amerika para sa kultura. Ang Pilipino magaling mag-assimilate.
Marunong
Assimilate.
Oo.
Spell assimilate, pakisama na.
Parang hindi ko alam kung double S. Ayun na lang makasama na, mas madali spell. Okay.
Sarap lang. So yun ang realization ko na, oh my God, it's not just me, it's every Pinoy Magugulat ka, Miss Inday Rider.
Mm.
Tambay sa Pilipinas, dalit mo sa Amerika. All of a
Oo
sudden,
nga.
milyonaryo.
Oo nga, no? Ay, mga street smart ng mga tao. Mas, actually, mas mabilidad sila eh.
That's my
Street,
point. That's my
street
point.
smart sila eh. Kahit ano, papatulan nila. Pero, follow-up question doon. What if, kunyari, the person is like, may age na? I mean, sa atin kasi when we're aging, let's say you're 50, it's so hard to get work. But here ba, even on a 50 years and above, can they start?
Yes.
Is there hope?
There's hope.
Oh,
Huwag ka lang papili. Huwag ka lang papili. Diba? Hindi ka pwedeng 50 gusto mo maging police para si Vic Maras. Hindi pa pwede yun.
Okay.
Si Vic Maras, yung kaibigan ko na in-interview mo rin,
Oo.
nung nagkapapel siya,
Oh.
40 anyos na siya, gusto niya maging police para Brad. Matanda ka na ba?
Para maghabol ng ano. Well, yun, nasagot yung mga tanong kasi malamang marami na yung mga
Yeah.
Pinoy na kahit matanda, no, hindi na ako pwede dyan kasi ako na.
Pwede.
Diba? Actually, that's my question. Diba? Parang ako kasi, I just turned 48 and
Pwede.
do I have a future here? First
You do.
from, no?
You do.
Diba? Yun
Everybody.
din.
You can go to school right now to become an LVN or an RN and they'll still hire you.
Wow, o yan na, may pag-asa, guys. Okay. O next question. O ito naman, paano ka naman binago ng paglayo mo sa spotlight? Kasi sanay na sanay tayo na ikaw, lalo na yung lahat ng mga ginawa mo, you were well accomplished at a young age. And then, suddenly, nag-brown out, nawala ang ilaw. Diba? That's a total, diba, ikot talaga ng mundo. So, paano mo na gawa yun? I mean, what happened? Yung parang ganon, yung nangyari sa'yo after that happened. So, turn around parang umalis ka. Tapos umalis ka pa. Kasi hindi ba, stayed there, di ba? Pero you left.
Looking back, you know what they say, di ba? Hindsight is 20/20, right? And to your viewers and subscribers, ang advice ko is, kapit lang because hindi mawawala ang para sa'yo. Your passion will always come back to you. If you need to fix what you need to fix in life, do it because your passion will always come back to you. To begin with, kung naging successful ka at a young age,
Yeah.
you were meant to be successful in that field at a young age. If life got in the way, it did not get in the way. It had to be there at that specific time to make you a better person. And kung sumidestep yung passion or yung spotlight, guess what? Pag ayos na yung buhay mo, it will come back to you.
Yeah.
Nangyari sa Eraserheads.
Oh, yeah.
Nangyari sa River Maya.
Yeah.
Nangyari sa iba't ibang banda na kakilala ko. The Dawn just celebrated 40 years.
Wow.
Akala nila lipas na sila.
Yeah.
Akala mo lang yun. Siyempre, sa pagra-ride, it will still come back to you.
Yeah.
Pwedeng hindi motor. Pwedeng
In a
wheelchair na.
Oh, yeah. Automatic.
Automatic. But it, di ba?
Yeah.
But it will always come back to you.
Yeah.
So yung spotlight mo isn't external. It's internal.
Kumbaga, nag-brown out lang ng konti, pero magkakailaw din ulit.
Which is naitay mo. Tama.
Di ba? You know, forever, walang yun. Everything's temporary in
Unless-
life.
Hindi ka magbayad ng kuryente.
Ayun lang din.
Which means, sa buhay,
Kailangan, you work
if
hard.
you don't pay your dues, it will never shine.
Galing ha? Well said. O, di ba? Alright. So, ito naman. Kung pwede mong kausapin, o di ba, parang boy abunda tong tanong ko na to. Kung pwede mong kausapin ang batang Paco ng Intro Voice, ano ang sasabihin mo sa kanya?
Shoot, maganda yan sinabi.
Parang napaisip ka bigla, di ba? Napaisip siya.
Pwede ka kausapin si Paco, sabihin mo sa kanya, enough with the self-pity. Take care of what God has given you. It's not permanent. Ipon ng PC, whether financial, whether emotional, whether spiritual, ipon ng PC. Have equity, have agency. it's not, I mean, everything has an end.
Mm.
That's what I would tell my old self. But then again, would I really want to tell that to my old self that I'll have a different Paco na mga ang laki-laki ng ulo, di ba? So maybe I should just shut up and watch that Paco fall on his face and see him go to the States so that he can find his true self and be the real Paco that he was meant to.
Yeah. That was nice. Hindi talagang life talaga, it changes us. If we keep on controlling our life, actually, it's mas mahihirapan tayo. But if we let it be and just follow our destiny, diba, was given, like your passion for, like yung maganda yung sinabi ni Paco, yung passion, it's a gift already given to us eh. Sometimes lang we take it for granted, kaya siya nawawala.
Sure.
But it's always in us.
Yeah.
So, now I'm seeing it in him again. Diba? Yung mga plano mo, diba? Mamaya yun. Yung mga plano, kasi tatanungin niyo kung saan napunta si Paco ngayon, diba? Kung ano mga pinagagawa niya later, magsasabi yan. Okay. O, diba? Naging masyadong sentry na ano natin.
Sarap.
Oo nga. Diba, sarap pag-usapan ng buhay, diba?
Yes.
People get to know you and get to learn from whatever you're sharing.
I
Kaya
agree.
I'm thankful talaga nangyari to. It happened. Diba? It's ano yan? Yung purpose talaga. Ito naman. Ano ang isang bagay na gusto mong malaman ng mga Pilipino tungkol sa tunay mong buhay ngayon? Ngayon, dito sa Amerika.
Ang gusto ko malaman ng mga Pinoy na nanonood at sumusubaybay kay Hyundai Rider is I'm a happy person. I'm content with my life. I am a family man. And ito na magandang skill. Ito sinasabi ko sa vlog.
Mhm.
I'm a musician.
Mhm.
I am a vlogger. A father of 5 kids. A husband to a lovely wife. And a life coach to my friends. That's who I am.
Nice. And he said it with a happy and smiling face.
Yes.
And with a happy heart.
Yes.
Kita-kita naman, oh, di ba? Kaya bumabata. Tatanong kasi, di ba, bakit
Alam mo siguro
bumabata,
na,
di ba? Kasi happy sa, nagagaling yung youth
Sa loob
kasi
eh.
sa loob eh. Actually.
55 na ako in,
Oh, di ba? 55.
on the
55.
21st of July.
Oh, yeah.
Kaya, yung happy birthday nyo, put it in the comments below.
Yes! Alright, ayan na. So, ito na ang last question ng ating pangwalo.
Okay.
So, sa lahat ng pinagdaanan mo, ano ang masasabi mong tunay na measurement of successful life?
Success is relative, eh,
Mhm.
right? Contentment is the finish line of your success.
Nice.
Pag hindi ka kontento, paano mo masasabi successful ka? Samantala nakikita na ng mga tao successful ka, ikaw tuloy ka pa rin ng tuloy, ayaw mo tumigil. Paano kasi? Hindi mo nakikita ang contentment,
Yeah.
right? So wherever your contentment barometer is,
Mhm.
once matap board mo yun, smile. You're already successful. Anything after that is just called poor success.
Mhm. Nice.
So yun ang basehan ko ng success. Now, am I successful? 100 times over. I always say I am blessed more than I deserve to be. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but seeing my children, seeing my wife, having the life that I have, the health that I have,
Mhm.
oh boy, the work that I have,
Yeah.
I'm blessed with good managers who actually allow me to live my life and to use my talent to the best of my ability. So,
That is,
super blessing yun, ha?
yes. Actually, that's a good one. Contentment, which is napakahirap achieve ng maraming tao.
Kasi hindi nila alam ang purpose nila, eh. Uy, isip mo yun.
Yun. O, diba? So, that brings us to being him as a life coach. O, diba? Ganun ang mga kwento niya. Kaya ito na. So, ngayon pa, iimbitahin natin na, gusto kong masabi sa inyo ni Paco kung ano yung mga future plans niya.
Okay.
And now, he's also a life coach. As you can
Yes.
see how he answered all my questions.
Yes.
Talagang marami tayong matututunan.
Yes.
So,
Take it away.
i-plug na. I-plug mo naman.
I want you guys to keep supporting Hyundai Rider. Abutin natin ang 100,000 subscribers at the very least. Tapos, I also want you guys to follow Paco's Place on YouTube. That's my podcast, which guest natin, si Inday. I also want you guys to just make the most out of your life. On Facebook, Playback Jukebox, Intro Voice, Paco Aras Pacochaga. Sundan yan on Instagram, Aras Pacochaga, just my last name. On TikTok, Life Coach Paco. Life Coach Paco.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Yan lang. Sundan nyo lang. Magkita-kita tayo. Hindi po ako snabero. I
Yes.
normally reply to the first 10-20 comments na post.
Nice. Tsaka babalik yan sa Manila. Kailan?
Babalik ako na December 28 sa 19 East and then tuloy-tuloy na hanggang 2027.
O yun, no? Abangan natin and syempre susuportahan natin yung With the Rebels.
Uy,
Thank you guys. Thank you, Paco.
thank you.
O nandito na kami sa destination namin kaya bye-bye na rin. Bye!
Kain muna.
Yes, bye!